I'm going to give my up-and-coming guys, I'm going to give you the top 5 tips on filming dope music videos. No chronological order, but these are just some tips that's going to help you definitely take your music videos to the next level.
Cooking up a plan to put the team on. It's a marathon to put the team on. But it kinda sounded like a theme song. It took so long to put the team on.
What's going on? It's your man, Director True Vision. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a music video director, film commercials, short films, anything pretty much when it comes to dealing with a camera. I've been doing it for 10 years, so I have a nice amount of knowledge. I'm not the most technical guy, but I do know a little bit what I'm talking about. I know what equipment works, I know what angles look good, and I know a little bit about color correction. Here on my YouTube page, pretty much I'm giving like up-and-coming videographers little quick tutorials and tips on just to get their game right, you know, because I know how it was when I first got into the pick up the camera. There wasn't too many videos out there to giving young up-and-coming guys knowledge, so that's what I'm here for. I'm gonna give you guys tips on color correction, angles, different lighting, so that's what I'm here for, man. True Vision. Make sure y'all subscribe if you already didn't. I got a lot of dope content, coming behind the scenes, let you guys know what equipment I'm using for that shoot, what lens, my lens selection, how I'm setting these lights up. So right now, I'm gonna give my up-and-coming guys, I'm gonna give you the top 5 tips on filming dope music videos. No chronological order, but these are just some tips that's going to help you definitely take your music videos to the next level. And yeah. So my number 1 tip in no order is location. Location is so important, man. Location can take your video from a 5 all the way to a 10 just from having the right location that matches the same vibe of the song. You know, if you have like a smooth R&B track, you don't want to be like in a junkyard somewhere with tires and broke down cars. You know, you want to have some a setting that fits the vibe of the song, you know. So if you do have a hype, crazy trap, you know, you might want to have a abandoned building or some graffiti or something like that. Just match the vibe, the location with the song, you know. I'm big on that. So one tip that I will give you guys is write down locations. When you're driving around your city, pull up your phone, go to your notes, and you see a dope building, dope bridge, dope graffiti, you know, just write it down. I'm big on Airbnb, so I suggest everyone to get the Airbnb app. And there's so many like beautiful locations for like a cheap price, you know, just so you don't have to do every music video in the kitchen or in your mom's basement or something like that. I've done a million of those. I know what it's like, and I know how it is. Just you want to branch out. You want to give the viewer something better. You want to give your customer something better. So definitely try to invest your time and looking for different locations. That's very, 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 very big. Location. That can take your video all the way to the next level. Number 2 tip I would say is let's see. Excuse me for Apple Watch is telling me to breathe. I love this thing, Series 5. The next tip I would say is camera movement. Camera movement is so important. That can definitely drive the story of your music video. I would say if you have like a hype, real high energy track, you definitely will want to do some more handheld shots to give it that rocky, you know, that rocky feel, and more on a smooth R&B track. You definitely would want to have those more cinematic, smooth shots. You might want to pull the stabilizer out, you know, so you get those real smooth shots. And that's important, you know. You don't want to flip-flop. You don't want to have a R&B track and you're going all crazy with the camera. You know, that's not a good look, you know. So you want the camera movement to match the song. Excuse me. That's very important. Having the camera movement to match the vibe of the song, man. That's my number 2 tip. Number 3 tip would be let's go with lighting. Lighting is so important, you know, and lighting is something that really goes unnoticed, but you can tell when it's great, you don't really notice it, but when it's terrible lighting, you're like, there's something wrong here. So if you don't notice that the lighting looks excellent, that means the lighting, the grapher did an amazing job, you know. Lighting can also set the mood and set the vibe for the music video, you know. If you have a high energy track, you might want to have like more high intensity lights, spotlights, glares going into the camera, something like that. But when you have like a more of a smooth, laid back R&B track, you might want to have some more softer tones, you know, more of a tungsten type light, you know, more of a brown and orange and dark green type of vibe, you know, something more subtle, more that's gonna match the vibe of the song. Lighting can just drive a story. Just key lights, you know, just even just like a key light over top of someone can give it just that dramatic feel, that dramatic interrogation vibe, you know. So lighting is very, very, very important. And I suggest you guys just do your research on lighting. It's something that I'm still doing. I'm still learning lights. I just picked up a new key light. It's the Godox SL60W light. It's an amazing light, very inexpensive. I'm gonna have a review coming on that very soon. But lighting, definitely do some research on lighting. Even bring in different colored gels, you know, to change the tone of the light. You don't have to go out and get colored light bulbs. You can get just colored gel. They just slap right in front of the light, and it'll just give a whole different vibe. You know, that's something super, super, super dope, and that's something that I suggest everyone to brush up on. Next tip that we'll go with, I'm not sure, I'm thinking maybe number 4, color correction. Color correction is very important as well. It's like the final step, you know, when it comes to filming a music video, but it can definitely drive and elevate your footage to the next level. You know, I suggest everyone do a lot more research. I got a lot more tutorials coming on color correction, but don't just slap a LUT or just slap a filter on there and just call it that. I suggest everyone get in depth with learning different contrast, saturation, messing with the shadows and stuff like that. Really get in there and learn what each setting does, you know, because once you do that, you'll really learn. It'll really help you elevate your color game and your music videos all around to the next level. So color correction is very important. Like I said before, it sets the tone. If you're filming in like a cold, dark vibe, you know, you can set the color temperature to a little bit more blue and a little bit more darker, you know. And if you're filming in the summertime and you want those bright, happy feels, you can go more towards orange and bright tones, you know, to bring out the color. So definitely, definitely focus on color correction. I feel like I only gave y'all 4. I mean, that's good enough, you know. Oh no, I got one more. 5. This is number 5. This is very important. BRoll. BRoll is one of the most important things when it comes to filming music videos. It gives your music video that more of a story cinematic type of vibe. If you ever seen a music video and it's just all performance, it can get very, very boring, you know. But when you give it that those movie cinematic shots, is more stimulating on the eye. So BRoll can be anything from just slow-mo shots of the artist's shoes, their clothes, their jewelry, slow-mos of them dancing to the song, scenery, all of the scenery around you. If you're outside, buildings, traffic, the trees, any type of thing to just add into this to the video, to just drive that story and to drive give the viewer an actual idea of where you're at in the setting and what's actually going on. That's going to make your story 10 times better, you know. So definitely get as much B-roll as possible. Film as much. Film more than you actually need. You always want to overshoot. You don't never want to get back to the editing room and say, oh man, I wish I could have did this. I wish I could have shot this. Always overshoot. Always get as much B-roll as possible. It's going to help you out tremendously in the end. That's my top 5 tips, man. If you got any suggestions, leave some comments. Let me know what y'all think below. You know, what type of tips did you suggest to an up-and-coming videographer? I'm pretty sure there's a ton of them that I missed, but these are the top 5. You use these 5 and your videography, your eye is going to just elevate to the next level. Just make sure y'all like, subscribe. We got 12,000 subscribers right now. We're trying to reach 20,000 subscribers. So hit that button, hit that bell, because I got so much more content coming, like in-depth behind the scenes, let you guys know what equipment I'm using. We got drones, we got stabilizers, we got so much stuff coming. And this is for y'all, man. I'm doing it for y'all. You know, I really want everyone to have like the knowledge and to just elevate and to create dope stuff. So make sure y'all just follow me. True Vision, we out.
Cooking up a plan to put the team on. It's It's a marathon to put the team on. Man, it kinda sounded like a theme song. It took so long to put the team on.